Hey watch friends, the Watch in the Box trio is back and we've uncovered the top new arrivals of the week. You don't want to miss this episode. Lovely to see you guys as always.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks for coming back. I know that means that you've got an exciting new arrival that you've uncovered.
Yes.
And just for reality check, we don't know what is here. So this is your first look and ours too. Before we get into our picks, what are you guys wearing on your wrist? What do you have?
I'll kick it off. So I've got on an Audemars Piguet, a Royal Oak, extra thin. So it's the reference 15202. Yeah,
Nice.
I know it's modern, but this is closest to the vintage version, so I like that. It's funny, it doesn't have a second hand, but I go back and forth if I like that or don't.
I kind of did the same, and I've settled on, I like it.
Yeah.
It's simple,
Clean.
it just has that kind of clean, simplistic beauty.
And it's like the original, so
Yeah.
Very true, especially for shooting photos. I'm sure it's much easier.
that does help.
I also really like the thinness of that. I'm not one, a lot of people complain about watches that are too thick, and I kind of never really care about that. I don't mind a thick watch. But that being so thin, it's special, man. It's so
noticeable.
comfortable and it's really nice. Yeah.
Well, speaking of wrist check and thin, I have on a gorgeous Patek Philippe Nautilus.
nice.
Mine also is a blue dial. It's just really pretty and kind of quintessential
Yeah, these
Nautilus.
go together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They are very coordinated.
Yeah, very similar.
Fun, huh?
Okay.
And what do you got, Justin?
Did you get the memo?
Well, I went Rolex, but I got the blue memo at least.
Hey, okay.
So yeah, I'm going with the new white gold
I
Submariner.
haven't seen you in that.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
go back and
Come
forth
on.
between, the old blue dial version and the black.
I think the
I don't
Smurf
know.
edges this one out a little bit for me.
I think so too, but it depends on the day you catch me. But
Yep.
anyway, great watch, love it. Definitely
Absolutely
on theme with the blue.
awesome. As always, be sure to let us know what you guys are wearing while watching this episode. We really appreciate all of your wrist checks. It's really fun to see the variety out there. You guys have some good taste.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in the comments.
Yep, actually, vintage has been getting a lot of love lately on the wrist. So anyway, all right, top watches of the week. So as always, if you guys are unfamiliar, Justin represents the top modern men's watch of the week. I get to represent the top ladies of watch of the week, and Brandon gets to bring the top vintage new arrival of the week. So I'm ready. If you're ready, let's do this.
There was a note, an instruction for today.
There was a little bit. I
Yes.
haven't let them know. Would you like to
Okay,
tell
why don't
them?
you
There's a
let-
theme.
Okay, the theme.
Yep, we are here in summer, so I figured why not celebrate with a little red, white, and blue?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited. I love red, white, and blue. And
Yeah.
I've talked candidly before about how I wish there was more. I would love a great, like a Rolex Pepsi with a white dial. Oh, I'm waiting, Rolex. Come on, I'm waiting for that. Anyway, yes, red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
I got something good.
Okay.
You want to check it out? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Omega Aqua Terra.
Look at that.
It's got the teak dial, which I love, 41.5
Yes.
millimeters, good size watch. Has the teak dial, which is, white, kind of splitting hairs here. It's white. It's like a really light silvery,
Yeah.
But then it has the blued hands, which I love.
So good on that
Love
white
a set
dial.
of blued hands. And they have the white loom inside, so it's kind of got the blue and white going. And then of course there's the red accents in Omega, which I love the red Omega. It's just, it's the color, it's their
Yep.
thing, right? So it stands out really nicely against that dial. And then you also have the red and blue. So you have the minutes in 5s around each of the markers, and then the red minute markers in
Yeah.
between that. So as a whole, it really just has a really nice red, white, and blue feel without, and this is important, without being over the top.
I agree.
It's a little subtle, it's nice, but it's not in your face, it's not too campy or kitschy, it's
Yeah.
just kind of just enough. And that's on top of being a great watch. I've talked about it before. I love the Seamaster Aqua Terra.
Absolutely.
I think it's underrated sometimes. Like I said, 41.5 millimeters. It's their automatic movement, 60-hour power reserve.
Love that.
Another thing that's really nice about this one is 20 millimeter lug width. So we're talking summer and red, white, and blue and 4th of July. This looks great on any number of straps. It
Yep.
looks great on leather, colored leather, NATO. I've seen it on a lot of different things, like a red and white stripe NATO. Looks amazing. Anyway, there's just tons of versatility. And being 20 millimeters,
That helps.
there's an infinite amount of strap and color choices.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we're going patriotic. Love patriotic watches. And I thought this was a great Omega.
Fantastic pick. Did you wear it? Not yours.
Probably not, but I appreciate it. I like the twisted lug case. I've got the Speedmaster Professional DNA, the broad arrow hands.
Right.
So it's got that vintage DNA. It's just for Omegas, I'm really like a Speedmaster guy.
No, I get
Yeah.
it. There's no shame in that.
Just anything but the Aqua Terra, really.
Yeah.
I don't picture this as a Brandon watch. However, I do if we're getting ready, Brandon, wear this, and I made you wear it for the day. I could see him coming back at the end of the day being like, you know what, I actually like this more than I thought I would.
I'd give it a try.
Yeah.
I'd give it a try.
I like that. All right, great pick, Justin.
Great, awesome. Well, I'm excited to see what you guys got.
What do you have, Emily?
You guys ready? I have a gorgeous yellow gold Oyster Perpetual.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pull this one out of the box. Yeah. This has a stunning blue index dial, so it has gold hour markers and hands. This is like that perfect balance of yellow, gold, and blue for me. This is 34 millimeters. It's got the automatic 3000 movement. You've got a sapphire crystal. This baby just wears so nice on the wrist. You actually pointed out this bracelet for me. So this is, let's get it right, rivet style.
Yep. Oyster rivet.
Yep, Oyster rivet. There we go. We'll get it right. Love how this feels. Definitely a little vintage feeling, but still
it's lighter.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Love this watch, guys.
It's nice.
And I'm surprised there's no date on here. I did say Oyster Perpetual, but this watch is awesome.
Yeah, the no dates definitely, you don't see them as much. It's pretty cool.
I like that. I mean, you know me, I like no dates anyway, but when, you see a watch like that, you just go to President, you think, and then, it's on the Oyster and it's got no date, so it definitely has that look and feel, instantly, but it's different. And like you said, you don't see very many of them.
No.
So it's kind of special, and I like that uniqueness of it.
Yep.
Yeah, the smooth bezel with the Oyster bracelet, it all works really well.
Yeah, and that blue dial.
Yeah, come on.
Gorgeous.
I would, I guess, justify this as maybe the bright blue firework at night in the sky.
Yeah, I could see that.
I didn't get the red in here, but nonetheless, I still love this.
The blue, I mean, it's not red, white, and blue mandatory. It's enough blue to cover it.
I agree. Well, nonetheless, this Rolex Oyster Perpetual reference 14-08 is my pick for the week. So
beautiful watch.
Love it.
Good pick. Yeah, I like that.
All right, Brandon, what do you have for vintage?
Okay, we've got a Rolex GMT reference 1675 Pepsi.
yeah.
So I guess it's the quintessential red, white, and blue vintage watch.
Absolutely.
That's what I was expecting.
Default.
And I'm not disappointed. That's not a bad thing at all.
You have a unique one.
Yes, the first one I thought of when you asked to find, a red, white, and blue, or at least one of the colors on the watch. This one is from 1976, and it's got the radial dial, so it's a Mark III dial with the radial. So what that means is the lume plots are a little smaller and kind of shifted towards the center of the dial a little more. It gives it a completely different look.
It really does.
This one, the lume is aged really white, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We see them sometimes turn yellowy. This one just is aged very white, almost like marshmallowy, which I really like. And the bezel has aged really nice. The blue portion is slightly faded. When you look closely, it's faded, but it's still pretty blue. And the red is a deep red. It's almost like a cherry red or something. It just looks really good.
That one really hits the red, white, and blue colors
That's the
properly.
proper red,
I
yeah.
love the blue that is turned. I like the red. I really appreciate the color of the lume, how it's white.
It's really white.
And it's really white, but it still feels vintage
often.
white.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that stark
Crisp.
piece of paper hospital white. It still has that vintage patina white feel to it. Gorgeous, just a great combination.
Like I said, it's that marshmallowy,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard that before, but I like it. I'm gonna steal it. Yeah.
That's good.
And then again, the radial dial is just so unique.
Yeah.
Once you see the difference, you can't unsee it, and I really like that.
I like the radial dial too. That one, when I first discovered it, I had started to take note, and it's one that has really resonated with me. I like them a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's my pick.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
great choice.
Thank you.
All great choices, actually.
Agreed, especially for this trio. We are curious, what watches did you guys like? Did you like them all? Did you like one? These were our picks for our red, white, and blue watches. If you have others, please let us know what you're wearing for the sake of 4th of July. Even for our friends not in the US, they can play too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, leave us a comment below. What are the best red, white, and blue watches? We pick some, but this is what we have available to us at this time. And I know there's some other great ones out there. Yeah, so leave us a comment below. What's the best patriotic red, white, and blue combos you guys come up with?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we will be back with another episode of Watch in the Box next week. So until then, everybody, be well.